There's just nothing like being on the water, especially on a pontoon. Pine Toon Rental in Pine City has your next outing. Spend the day on the water in style with this 20-footer that holds up to 9 passengers. Whether you want to fish or just float, take the river, take the lake. But you've got to reserve your pontoon first. Visit pinetoonrental.com. pinetoonrental.com.
Welcome to the Summer of Saints. Not those saints. We're talking about the St. Paul Saints. Listen every Friday morning all summer long. We're sending you and a friend to CHS Field to see the Saints, courtesy of Hinckley Firehouse. Listen to win all summer. The Summer of Saints. Throwing heat all summer long. Thanks to the Hinckley Firehouse and WCMP.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to WCMP and KBEK for today's Section 4A softball matchup between the Braham Bombers as they host yet another playoff game here in Braham. They welcome in the Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart Mustangs here today. This is an elimination bracket game, so it is win and continue your season or lose, and the season is over for Braham. If they win this game, they'll be headed to Ramsey on Tuesday to face off against the winner of Atwater Cosmos Grove City and Mayor Lutheran. And then if they were to win that one, they would get a rematch against Pack Charter Tuesday night as well. So a lot on the line here in this one as we get a first pitch swing here, and it's going to be caught in the outfield out there by Corey Olson. Elizabeth Ovitt, the first out for the Mustangs. Elizabeth Ovitt for Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart, the first out. One pitch, one out, and out to as good as you can ask for if you're Braham. So one down already, now an 0-1 count for the next batter, which is Haley Best for the Mustangs. Swing and a miss on that one, high in the zone for strike 2. Again, pitching is Alex Rysdam, and behind the plate catching forward is Morgan Rysdam. And over at first, Nicole Duvernay at second. As she swings and misses on that one for strike out number 1 and out number 2. So 2 quick outs here for Braham. And again, at second, it is Sunny Lilly. Then at third, it's Lauren Lenez, and Aaron Zimpel lines up at short, as this is low and ball 1 to Chloe Schultz, the number 3 batter. In left field today, it's Addie White. In center, Grace Kunke, and at right, it's Corey Olson. This one a short little looper to third, and it is picked up, thrown on to first in time for out number 3. So quick 1-2-3 inning. Top of the first, and now we go to the bottom of the inning. A good defensive effort there by the Bombers as we move to the bottom of the first inning. After just taking a look at the defensive lineup for Braham, it is now the Mustangs of Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart turn to come out and play in the field. For them lining up at, in the circle. At the pitcher spot is Chloe Schultz. Then behind the plate catching for is Callie Habel. Over at first, it's Sadie Kurtz. Then at second is Jocelyn Kramer. Over at third, Elizabeth Ovitt. At short is Haley Best. Then out in left is going to be Morgan Mueller. In center, Kelsey Ulrich. And over in right, Lauren Rubin. That is how the Mustangs line up on defense, wearing their blue jerseys, white numbers and letters outlined in black pants, blue socks, and then Braham also wearing their blue jerseys, the gold letters and numbers outlined in the black, I believe. Black pants, blue socks as well. And leading off for the Braham Bombers is Aaron Zimpel, the shortstop. So quick 1, 2, 3 in the top, now into the bottom, and Braham will look to get on the board first. Here's the first pitch. It's in there for strike one to Aaron Zimpel. Again, the Braham Bombers have been able to host 3 straight playoff games, starting on Wednesday, and then again Thursday, and then again today. Wednesday was a 16-1 win. Then Thursday was a 7-1 loss to Pack Charter, and Pack Charter actually lost to West Lutheran. As Aaron Zimpel's going to swing and miss on this one for strike 3. So 1 down for Braham. So that's how the Bombers find themselves in the elimination bracket here, and getting to host yet another game against Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart. As I mentioned, West Lutheran beat Pack Charter, so these next set of games will be played down in Ramsey, the home of Pack Charter. And now at the plate, Morgan Rysdam. She gets a hit right at the pitcher, and then it slides to the shortstop, but the throw is not going to be in time. So the pitcher slowed it down with the glove, but Rysdam is just too quick, and she's going to reach base on the infield single. So again, the pitcher Schultz knocked it down, but it slowed it up so much that the shortstop had to run after it, and Rysdam was just too quick. Lauren Lenez to the plate now. That one's inside for ball 1. Runner at first, 1 down for Braham. Section 4A playoffs here in Braham, showing bunt, and that one bunts off of her, so it's going to go foul. Going to be a 1-1 count now for Lauren Lenez. Back to the batter's box, the 1-1. Here's the pitch. Low and inside from Schultz. 2-1 count. Beautiful day for not just softball, but being outside. Just a gorgeous day. Here's the pitch. 2-1. Swinging and a miss late on that one. And then throw down to first. Not in time. Rysdam is back safely. It was a close play, but she is back safely on the slide. Even 2-2 count for Lenez. And here's the pitch, swing and a miss. And that'll be out number 2. Nicole Duvernay coming to the batter's box now. She was no doubtedly the player of the game there in the first playoff game, in which they won 16-1. She was able to get on base a couple times in their loss against Pack Charter. Here we'll look to score the first run of the game, as the first pitch is inside for ball 1. This next one is there for strike 1, and now they throw down to first to Rysdam to try and get her out. Is not going to get there. In fact, it's going to go behind the first baseman's glove. So she's not only going to get second, she's going to get to third on the throwing error. So now a 1-1 count and a runner on third due to the throwing error down to first. It was another spot where the catcher would have been a close play, but that one just off the mark. The first baseman had to lean off the bag to get it, and it went into the outfield. And now Rysdam at third. Duvernay swings and misses on one. It's a 1-2 count. 2 down, runner on third. Here's the pitch. And Duvernay keeps herself alive, fouls that one back into the fence. It's a 1-2 count for Duvernay. Schultz with the pitch, swing and a miss by Duvernay. That'll be out number 3. So the Bombers will strand one there at third and will not be able to score the first run of the game here in the bottom of the first. So we'll move on, and we'll head on over to inning number 2 after a word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP and KBEK.
Sean here from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. We care about your comfort and safety. Regularly checking your propane gauge is critical, and when it reaches 30%, it's time to give us a call at 715-689-1032 to request a fill. Reliable service from your local cooperative. Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Top of the second. And leading off the top of the second for Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart is Sadie Kurtz. First pitch to her going to be inside for ball 1. 1-0 count to Kurtz. That one's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1 now for Kurtz, the leadoff here in the second. And she'll pop this one up foul and out of play. So she'll come back to the batter's box and get ready to do it again at 1-2. Alex Rysdam readies, and here's the pitch. Foul back into the fence to stay alive, 1-2. Kurtz again with 1-2. That one swung out and going to be a base hit there for Kurtz. Corey Olson up on it quickly to hold her at first, but it is going to be a leadoff single for the Mustangs. So now Kelsey Ulrich to the plate. Rysdam with the pitch, showing bunt, throw down to second. That's in plenty of time, and she is out at second. Beautiful throw from Morgan Rysdam to second, and they apply the tag to get her stealing. Beautiful throw by Morgan Rysdam down to second, and the tag applied, and out number 1. So the leadoff batter is caught stealing, and this next pitch to Ulrich is high for ball 2. To a pitch on the way from Rysdam. That one's going to be in there for strike 1. 2-1 count. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll leave the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff batter is out. Again, caught stealing. Here's the pitch from Rysdam. Just low. Good frame by Morgan Rysdam, but just low, and that'll run the count full for Ulrich. That one swung on, foul back out of play, and Ulrich will stay alive. Back into the batter's box. Full count. Here's the pitch. And that one will be fouled back into the fence again. Keeping yourself alive here with a full count. Full count pitch again from Rysdam. And that one going to be high for ball 4. So we'll put a runner on first once again for the Mustangs. Callie Habel to the plate. First pitch is in there for strike 1. And Rysdam quick out of her stance to hold that runner at first. 0-1 pitch from Alex Rysdam. Throw down to second. And going to be safe this time. Morgan Rysdam. Another good throw down to second, but runner at first just slides in under the tag. Rysdam bobbled it just for a moment. Otherwise, she would have been out. 0-2 count now for Habel. And that's a swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 2. Goslyn Kramer now to the plate for Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart. Pitch from Rysdam is in there for strike one. Oh, one pitch from Alex Rysdam is swung on down the first baseline and foul. So 2 down for Jocelyn Kramer. 2 down here in the top of the second. Rysdam, that was going to be low for ball one. One, two on the way. That one's going to be fouled back. 1-2 count once again. Here's the pitch from Alex Rysdam. Swung on and fouled once again down the first baseline. So Jocelyn Kramer finding a way to keep her at bat alive, but Rysdam with the 1-2 once again, and that's going to get her swinging for out number 3. So they got the one hit, but no runs for the Mustangs. And again, it will be the Bombers' turn at the plate. We're able to get a runner on third, but unfortunately they stranded her there. And now it'll be the 5, 6, 7 batters coming to the plate for Braham. Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart coming in with a 5-win record to 17 losses. 16-5 for Braham. That does include some playoff wins and losses for both teams. Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart to get here, unfortunately lost to West Lutheran. 2-1, a close game there against West Lutheran. And then after that, they beat New Life Academy of Woodbury 14-7. And that is how they managed to get themselves into this game against Braham. And leading off the bottom of the second, Jenna Beck. Ooh, that one outside part of the plate, but in there for strike one. Oh, one pitch to her. That's outside for ball one. Again, Chloe Schultz, the pitcher for the Mustangs, and the 1-1 pitch from her. Jenna Beck gets a piece. Oh, got a piece of it right back to the pitcher, and she throws it on to first for out number 1. So 1 down, Alex Rysdam to the plate. Schultz with the pitch to Rysdam. That one's inside, and she backs out of the way, avoids the getting hit, and it's a 1-0 count for, again, Alex Rysdam, the starting pitcher for Braham. 1-0 count. That one's in there for strike one. 1-1 count for Alex Rysdam. Schultz with the pitch. And swing and a miss by Rysdam there for strike two. 1-2 count. And here's the pitch. That one's low. Evens the count 2-2. Leadoff batter is out. And here's the pitch. And she got a piece of that one. That one's got a chance to get down. The right fielder's on it, but grabs it for out number 2. Grace Kunke will be the next Bomber at the plate. Trying to maybe start a 2-out rally here for the Bombers. Get something going. Schultz readies, and here's the pitch. Kunke gets a piece of that one right to the first baseman. And an easy step on first for out number 3. 1-2-3 inning by the Bombers. And now we move to the third. So far, both defenses stepping up, not allowing too much on the base paths. And for Braham, even when They had somebody on the base paths for Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart. They threw her out. Top of the third set to begin. And for Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart, it'll be their 8, 9, and 1 batters coming to the plate. They will be led off by Morgan Mueller. Rise down, first pitch to her, swung on and missed. This Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart team, I was looking at their roster, a pretty young team. Only one senior, 2 juniors, the rest are sophomore and freshmen. So this is a very young team. And to be able to go through the playoffs the way they have, losing to the number 1 seed only by a run and holding the, not only did they lose to them by only a run, they held the number 1 seed to 2 runs in that game. So Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart got a lot of talent returning for next year and the year after. Morgan Mueller will go down looking on strikes for out number 1. And now to the plate, Lauren Rubin. And it's a 1-1 count for Rubin. That one's in there for strike 2. So again, you got 3 players on this team that are upperclassmen. The rest are sophomore and freshmen. So this team should be set for the next couple of years. 2-2 count now for Rubin as the next one is outside. I mean, this Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart team is going to be a team to keep an eye on. And Rubin will foul that one back and out of play. Count will stay 2-2. 1 down, and here's the pitch from Rysdam. That one is swung on and just over the third baseman's head. And the throw to second. Second baseman didn't realize the runner was coming. So it's going to wind up a double there for Rubin. The second baseman did not realize that the runner was rounding first and did not apply a tag in time. So instead of possibly a second out, we'll now have a runner at second, and back to the top of the order, Elizabeth Ovitt. That one right to the second baseman, throw on to first, and plenty of time for out number 2. And the runner will move to third, so Haley Best to the plate. 2 down and a runner on third, as now the Mustangs are threatening to score first. First one in here to Best is in there for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on the way from Rysdam, just inside for ball 1. 1-1 pitch on the way, and that one's going to be fouled back out of play. Hey, I rhymed it. 1-2 count for Best. Runner on third, 2 down. Bombers trying to bring this to the bottom of the third. That one's going to be low, but nice grab by Morgan Rysdam, keeping that in front of her. Keeping that runner at third. 2-2 count for Best. Alex Rysdam with the pitch. That one swung on right back to her, and throw on to first in time for out number 1. Alex Rysdam thought about throwing it home, but she realized I can just get that third out at first, and wisely threw it there. So that will be out number 3. A hit there for the Mustangs. No runs, though, and we'll move down to the bottom of the third inning. And this game so far, defense is the story for today. Bottom of the third, it really could change things, as it will be similar as it was for the Mustangs. It'll be 8, 9, and 1 now for the Bombers coming to the plate, and that's a good spot from Corey Olsen to Addie White, and then it turns over to Zimpel, Rysdam, and Lenniz again. So for Braham, bottom of 3, trying to get the first run on the board here at home. This is an elimination bracket game as they try to continue their season. And if they were to win here today, they would be moving on to Tuesday, where they would play in Ramsey against the winner of Atwater Cosmos Grove City and Mayor Luther. And that again on Tuesday. They'd play at 4, and then if they won that one, they'd play again at 6. Corey Olson to the plate. That one in there outside for ball 1. Does clip the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 0-1 on the way, and a late decision to swing will make it 0-2. Schultz with the 0-2. That one's outside. For ball 1. 1-2 count now for Olson. Here's the pitch. And swing and missing on that one for out number 1. 1 down, Addie White will step into the left-handed batter's box. And here's the pitch. Got a piece of that one, little half swing, but she got it. On to second, throw on to first is in time for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for the Bombers here in the bottom of the third. Back to the top of the order now with Erin Zimpel. Struck out in her first at-bat, but great opportunity for the 2-out rally. Pitch from Schultz is on the way, and got a swing on it. It was a slow roller to the shortstop. Can she beat it out? The throw, I think they're going to say they got her. I thought she had that foot there maybe in time, but it will not be, and that'll be another 1-2-3 inning for Braham. So now we head to the 4th inning of play. We are still tied at no score between Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart and the Braham Bombers. Top of the 4th, and going to be leading off for the Mustangs will be Chloe Schultz, then Kurtz and Ulrich behind her. So again, defense has been the story here. No score up to this point. Pitchers are doing really well, keeping the balls on the ground, and defenses have done a great job making some good plays. So here's the first pitch to Schultz. High for ball 1. 1-0 on the way from Rysdam, in there for strike 1. Breeze coming in here feels terrific, I might add. 1-1 is swung on and missed by Schultz for strike 2. And here's the 1-2. That one's going to be popped up and out of play, foul. A 1-2 count again for Chloe Schultz. Alex Rysdam with the pitch. Swung on, and that one's fouled towards the coach there at third. So with that foul, the count will stay 1-2 for Chloe Schultz. Alex Rysdam with the pitch. High, and ball 2. 2-2 count for the leadoff batter, Schultz. Rysdam with the pitch. Swing and a miss on that rising fastball for out number 1. And now into the left-handed batter's box is Sadie Kurtz. Low for ball 1. One-0 pitch. That one is swung on and lifted out to left center. It's going to get down for a base hit, and they'll throw it in quickly to hold that runner at first. Base hit there by Sadie Kurtz. And now a one-out single, and brings to the plate Kelsey Ulrich. Here's the pitch from Alex Rysdam. It's in there for strike one as Ulrich pulls back on the bunt attempt. Gets the signal from the third base coach. Here's the pitch. In there for strike two. Quick 0-2 count here for Ulrich and Alex Rysdam trying to grab out number 2. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss for out number 2. 2 down now. And out to the plate, Callie Habel. And thought about it. Held off, though, on the swing. It'll be a 1-0 count for Callie Habel. 2 down, runner at first for the Mustangs. 1-0 pitch on the way from Alex Rysdam, and it's fouled. One count for Habel. She struck out in her first at-bat back in the second. 1-1 pitch on the way from Rysdam. That's in there for strike 2. Seems like Alex Rysdam has found a little bit of a groove here in these last couple innings. And 1-2 count now. Trying to end the top of the fourth. That one just outside. Evens the count at 2-2 for Habel. Two. Swing and a miss. Dropped it, but they'll tag her, and that'll be out number 3. So the strikeout. So it'll be 1 hit. No runs, though, for the Mustangs. And we'll move to the bottom of the fourth. Still no score between these two teams. The Bombers will look to be the first to get the points on the board here at home as they, again, winner of this game moves on. The loser season is over in these double elimination playoffs in Section 4A. Again, winner will play in Ramsey on Tuesday at 4 p.m. against the winner of Atwater Cosmos, Grove City, and Mayor Lutheran. Then the winner of that game will play Packed Charter at 6 p.m. in the Section 4A elimination bracket. Then the winner of that final game at 6 p.m. in Ramsey will be back into the championship game to play West Lutheran on Thursday at Northwestern University. So that is how the bracket looks for Braham to get back to the championship game to try and punch their ticket to state. Other local teams still alive here in the softball playoffs. Rush City is one of them. They are in their section semifinal game in 7AA. They're playing in Grand Rapids on Tuesday. And they'll play against the number 1 seeded Proctor Rails. Got to call that game and definitely did look at some points like Rush City was the better team, but some errors late in that game allowed Proctor to score the runs they needed to get a 6-2 victory. You can bet going into that game, Rush City's got revenge on their mind and is certainly going to be looking to turn things around on Proctor and get their ticket to the section championship game. Leading off for Braham here in the bottom of the fourth, Morgan Rysdam. Swings and misses on that one. One pitch on the way from Schultz. And follows that one back. Going high in the zone, but managed to get a piece of it. 0-2 count for Rysdam. Here's the pitch from Schultz. And looks like the catcher's all right. Foul tip right into the catcher's mask. She's okay, though. So 0-2 count. Here's the pitch again. And swinging and missing is Rysdam for out number 1. So now Lauren Lena is to the plate. Here's the pitch. Oh, swinging at one well above the strike zone. Seems like right now Braham trying to force things a little bit here. They really gotta settle down, relax. Just get the runners on base here. 1 hit, and that was back in the first. Since then, they have not seen a base runner even. And that's a good hit out to right center. Right fielder's on it, though, for out number 2. Good hit there by Lennes, but the right fielder's able to get under it and grab it for out 2. Now Nicole Duvernay to the plate. First pitch to her is, in there for strike 1. Schultz ready. Here's the 0-1. High for ball 1, and Duvernay, good job laying off of that one. 1-1 count now for Duvernay. Here's the pitch from Schultz. That one's in the dirt for ball 2. 2 down, nobody on here for Braham, and Duvernay looking to change that here. 2-1 pitch on the way, and she swings at that one, missing, and that one probably would have been low enough for ball 3. Evens the count, though, at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. 2-out magic, maybe? They certainly need some here. Swung through and missed by Duvernay. Another 1-2-3 inning. That's their third 1-2-3 inning at the plate in a row. And they need something in a hurry. We are moving forward in this game pretty quickly, but no one has been able to score. And for Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart, they've had the base runners on, so they certainly look to have the advantage here in this one, but Braham trying to protect their home field and continue their season. Again, a tough loss against Pack Charter. Pack Charter came out with a very good pitcher, and their defense was very good as well. Tough to do anything against. And then Pack Charter would move forward. They will play in the semifinal game just yesterday and fall to West Lutheran 5-2. So they now find themselves in the elimination bracket. Leading off for the Mustangs, Jocelyn Kramer. And the first one to her, ball 1. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1, inside part of the plate. Jocelyn Kramer, that one swung on and foul tipped. One, 2 for Kramer. Risedam, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And again, Alex Risedam has seemingly found a little bit of a groove here in these last couple innings. Has really looked good out there. She's had, again, a couple hits, but has not allowed that to bother her. And a check swing by Mueller. They're going to say she went. That'll be strike 1. That one's in there for strike 2. Oh, 2 now for Mueller. And Risedam looking to finish off this at-bat. A little roller to Alex Risedam, and she throws it to first for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for the Mustangs. And Lauren Rubin should be the next to the plate. There we go. Maybe couldn't find her helmet, that's why. So here's the first pitch to her, in there for strike 1. A 1 count for Rubin. Here's the pitch from Alex Risedam. Ooh, that one just inside for ball 1. Good spot for that pitch from Alex Risedam, but is called ball, and here's the 1-1. Swung on, hit to the third baseman. Awkward grab, but throw on to first. Should be in time. It is for out number 3. And a beautiful throw there from the third baseman, Aaron Zimpel. So they make it a 1-2-3 inning. Don't allow a hit in that inning. And now the bats need to get rolling here for Braham. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Neither team has scored, and we're looking to head maybe to extra innings. We'll see. So bottom of the 5th. No score between these two teams as we get ready. Jenna Beck will lead off for Braham, followed by Alex Rysdam and Grace Kunke. Section 4A playoffs. We also continue playoffs next week. Baseball started their playoffs here Thursday. Braham beat McGregor. Ogilvie won their game, as did Mille Lacs. A bunch of our locals teams starting and getting off to a hot start. As Beck fouls this one off. One, and here's a pitch from Schultz outside for ball 1. Beck, 1-1 count. Schultz with the pitch. That one's outside. Ball 2. Two-one pitch on the way from Schultz. Got a piece of that one. A solo roller to short. Throw on to first is going to get her in time for out number 1. And now to the plate, Alex Rysdam, the pitcher here for Braham today. 1 down. Schultz with the pitch. That's high for ball 1. One 0 count, and here's the pitch from Schultz. Inside. Makes it a 2-0 count. 2-0. High for ball 3. 3-0 now. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 1. Three-one on the way from Schultz, and that one's in there. It might have even got her. So they'll have their first base runner since the first inning, will Braham. And now Grace Kunke to the plate. First pitch to her. In there for strike 1. 0-1 count. Pitch on the way from Schultz. Showing bunt. That's a good bunt. That's a good bunt. Throw on to first is going to get her. Oh, and then being aggressive on the base paths, and it works out. And now Alex Rysdam is there! And do a couple throwing errors. The Braham Bombers are going to get the freight base running there by Alex Rysdam, and they score the first run. So a couple of throwing errors there by Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart leads to Rysdam taking home. She was aggressive. She took second, rounded the base. She was going for 3 all the way on that throw to first to get Grace Kunke. And then with the throwing error, got her home. And now Corey Olson is hit by the pitch, and she'll walk down to first. So now you've got another runner on here for Braham. Pinch runner here for Corey Olson. And now Addie White to the plate. Again, Braham has scored the first run of the game. Addie White, another chance to try and add on to that, or at least add another base runner. Bunt showed, and it's going to go foul down the first base line. Nearly a perfect spot for that one, but it just goes foul. Oh-1 for Addie White, 2 down. Here's the pitch. Showing bunt again, the bunt's foul, so That'll make it 0-2, and now we'll probably have to swing the bat here. 0-2, 2 down, runner on first. Schultz with the pitch. And White fouls that one off. You can see her step out of the batter's box, take a deep breath, and just try and relax herself a little bit here. She's seen it well. Here's the 0-2 again. And a good job there, but it's thrown on to first by the pitcher in time for out number 3. Well, they didn't get a hit, but they do get a run scored there to the Bombers. And that is huge, especially with the defense. So Braham up 1-0 over Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart. As we move towards the top of the 6th, we'll get a word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP and KBEK.
When aches and pains are interfering with your daily life, Wellia Health wants to help. The sports medicine team at Wellia Health is here to help you get back to the things you love. Wellia Health has a highly skilled sports medicine team with a wide range of experiences. They are also experts in concussion management, a concern for young athletes and adults alike. No matter the injury, get back in the game with an appointment at Wellia Health. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through your MyChart account, welliahealth.org.
Back here on WCMP, KBK for this Section 4A softball matchup. This one going to be popped foul out of play there by Elizabeth Olvett, the leadoff batter for Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart. Olvett fouls it off, an 0-1 count for her. Couldn't quite catch it, it was in the sun. That one going to be grounded past the infield for a base hit for the leadoff, Olvett. And I gotta imagine Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart going to start being a little bit more aggressive here, whether it's on the base paths or at the plate, trying to tie this and take the lead. So Alex Rysdam here with Haley Best at the plate. That one's going to be bunted, foul. It popped up, but it went into the fence. And Haley Best looking to the third base coach for the signal. Back into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 2. Throw down to second. Not going to get there. And Olvett steals second. And really almost no chance to get her, but good throw by Morgan Rysdam to try it. Just came up short, and now it's a 1-1 count for Haley Best. Swings and misses on that one, and Olvett trying to take a lead to third. So everybody back. I think it's a 1-2 count, I think? Not quite sure. It's in there for strike 3, and they got her. And that's going to be a double play. Oh, they're... So now we've got some confusion. So one out maybe. It was a strikeout no matter what, and then the runner at third was tagged. That should be 2 outs. Should be it's a strikeout anyways, but so I guess it'll only be 1 out. on the strikeout. That's interesting. Because of interference, the runner gets to go back to second. If it's interference, it should be out anyways. So it shouldn't matter. It's going to be an 0-1. That one going to be popped, foul, and not a play. So one down, still a runner on second. Oh, 2 for Sadie Kurtz. That one swung on. And that one goes foul. So Sadie Kurtz to the plate. That one's 2. Oh, it gets to the pitcher. Throw on the first, not in time, and now so that one was knocked down by Alex Rysdam. Then it was thrown on to first. Nicole Duvernay, well aware of the situation, she runs towards home to keep that runner at third. So runners on the corners now, 2 down. Two down, runners on the corners. Kelsey Ulrich to the plate. It's in there for strike 1. And Morgan Rysdam faked the throw down to 2, but I don't think she was ever going to throw that one. Just a pump fake. 0-1 count for Ulrich. So Braham needs a big spot here from their defense. Rysdam. 1-2 count for Ulrich. That one's in there for strike 2. Now Alex Rysdam needs this one. Here's the pitch. That one's low. Morgan Rysdam with a good block on that one. We'll keep that runner at third. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Two count, 2 outs. Alex Rysdam with the pitch. That'll be out number 3, I guess. I guess it was a strikeout, so a couple hits. No runs, though. So an interesting top of the 6th there in this game. Well, no runs scored, though. That's the important thing by the Mustangs. So Braham will hold on to this 1-0 lead as we go into the bottom of the 6th. Interesting, controversial, a lot of questions here at the top of the 6th. And, well, we get out of it, and Braham still holding on 1-0 lead. And they'll look to add some insurance here in the bottom of the 6th as we get back to the top of the order with Erin Zimpel, Morgan Rysdam, and Lauren Lennes due up. Bombers scored their first run here last inning, and now they need to add some more. Buffalo Lake-Hector, again, being aggressive last inning. Just the top of this inning, proved to be a little bit fruitful, but weren't able to cross any from the plate. That one going to be inside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. And Zimpel swings and misses for strike one. 1-1 pitch. Zimpel gets a piece of it. That's popped up. That could get down. It's gonna. And that'll be an infield single for Aaron Zimpel. That went right in between the first, second, and shortstop. So that one's going to get down for an infield single. And now you got to run at first. Morgan Rysdam to the plate. So that hit her, but she did not pull back on the bunt attempt, so it will be a strike, unfortunately. So took it for nothing. It will still be a strike. She gets a piece of that one and absolutely hammers it, but it's going to be foul out of play. Put an absolute lick on that ball, but it goes foul. And can she straighten this one out? 0-2 pitch. Oh, in front of it. And so it's a strikeout. Zimpel will take second, though. One down, runner on second. And now to play Lauren Lennes. This one is going to go foul. And going to have to wait for a ball to get in. So pause here in the action as we wait for the next new ball to get back into play. And there it is. So back to play. 0-1 count for Lauren Lennes. Runner at second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be right into the glove of the third baseman. Throwing to first is in time for out number 2. But that does advance the runner to third, and now Nicole Duvernay in a great spot for another RBI situation. RBI machine on Wednesday. She had 4 or 5 of them in that game against, I forgot who they played. That one's fouled off. Back in that game against Heritage Christian Academy, she had 4 or 5 of those runs batted in. And we'll look to get this one. That one's out to right field, but it stays in the air, and it will be out number 3. That was a beautiful hit, but just hung in the air a little bit. So they get one hit, but no runs there. And we move to what could be the final inning of play. Braham needs 3 more outs to move on to Tuesday. And they'll play down in Ramsey, Minnesota, if they can hold on here. Take a commercial break here. We're from our fine sponsors. You're listening to Playoff Softball on WCMP and KBEK.
I love this weather. I could sit here all day long. I don't think anything can make it better.
Well, friend, this week get a 2-night stay at Ringler's Family Campground for only $40. Make memories and enjoy the outdoors.
How long have you been there?
I'm always here, friend. Always here.
That's a little creepy.
WCMPradio.com/deals. Save money on all kinds of cool stuff. WCMPradio.com/deals. Leading off for Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart is Callie Habel. And it's a 1-1 count for her. After the first pitch was a ball, the next one is in there for strike 1, and this one is swung and hit foul. Just past the outstretched glove of Lauren Lennes. Trying to make that first out, but just past her glove. Foul, and it will be a 1-2 count for Callie Habel. Alex Rysdam with the pitch. That one is swung on and missed. for out number 1. 1 down. They need 2. Jocelyn Kramer to the plate. That one inside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. Fouled. There by Kramer. Kramer 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. Here's the pitch from Alex Rysdam. Swing and a miss. 1-2 count now for Kramer and Rysdam. So a question there from the Mustang coach, and pitch to Kramer is fouled. So a 1-2 count again. Alex Rysdam with the pitch. That one fouled down the first baseline. Kramer keeping herself alive. Alex Rysdam trying to grab the second out and finish it off. That one again fouled down the first baseline. We'll wait for the ball to get back in here. Another 1-2 count for Jocelyn Kramer. Alex Rysdam. Readies. Here's the pitch. Right to her. Throw on to first for out number 2. So the hit was right back to Alex Rysdam, and she throws it on to first for out number 2. Morgan Mueller. This is the last one the Bombers need. 3 games this week in a matter of, 5 days? 4 days? So it's been a long week here for Braham. And a swing and a miss on the first pitch by Morgan Mueller. 0-1 count. Alex Rysdam with the 0-1. Ooh, inside. For ball 1. Rysdam with the 1-1. Inside again for ball 2. Two one. Rysdam. Swing and a miss by Mueller. And the Mustangs are down to their final strike as Alex Rysdam trying to finish this game off. Here's the pitch. That one's popped up. Foul out of play. So one more. Have to do it again. It's a 2-2 count for Morgan Mueller. Alex Rysdam trying to finish it off. Here's the pitch. Outside, and that will run the count full. Full count here, and Rysdam looking to finish it off. Here's the pitch, and swung on, popped up in the infield. Shortstop's got it, and that'll be out number 3, and that will be it. The Bombers will get the victory here, 1-0. So the Bombers hold on for the 1-0 victory. And they will move on. They will play in Ramsey on Tuesday at 4 p.m. They will play the winner of Atwater Cosmos Grove City and Mayor Lutheran. So the Bombers with a 1-0 victory. Got that run back in the 5th thanks to Alex Rysdam being aggressive on those base paths and just being aware of where the ball is at. An error is what led her to score. So that'll be it. We'll take a commercial break here, a word from our fine sponsors, and we'll be back to recap this game, let you know what's coming up for us or what we think is coming up for us here as we move forward with both baseball and softball playoffs next week. Of course, you're listening to this game on both WCMP and KBEK.
WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone. Touchdown!
Slips one, slips a second, able to get away for Sluka. Back underneath, far side, and a goal! To the lane and just gets the roll. Wow.
Pine City, Mora, Hinkley Finlayson, East Central, Braham, Rush City, Malacca, North Branch. Find out who's playing next at WCMPradio.com.
Interested in raising funds for your school or organization? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is now participating in cheese fundraisers. Raise funds by selling cheese to your friends and family and supporting our local farmers. Please call us at 715-689-2053 to find out more.
24/7, 365. We've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. You probably know your Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 is easy to find, very clean, the staff is always friendly, and is open 24/7, 365. But did you know we do propane fills, have a brand new EV charging station, and a dog walking area? So if you need a hot cup of coffee, the tank topped off, or a jug of milk on the way home, we got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Arrowhead Transit plays a pivotal role in bolstering the communities it serves. By providing accessible and reliable transportation, they ensure essential travel for work, education, and healthcare. Arrowhead Transit is customer-centric, continuously evolving to meet the needs of the community with initiatives like community outreach programs, job fairs, and educational workshops and more. Arrowhead Transit is more than just a transportation service. It is a vital part of the communities it supports. Your connection, your community. Arrowhead Transit. Your ride.
At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well at every age and every stage. If you've been busy taking care of everything else but neglecting your own personal health, don't let another year go by without making yourself a priority. Get an annual checkup. Please schedule an appointment at Wellia Health today. Call us at 320-679-1313 or welliahealth.org.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
I love this weather. I could sit here all day long. I don't think anything can make it better.
Well, friend, this week, get a gift certificate for 18 holes of golf and a cart at Stone's Throw Golf Course in Malacca for just $25.
How long have you been there?
I'm always here, friend. Always here.
That's a little creepy.
WCMPradio.com/deals. Save money on all kinds of cool stuff. WCMPradio.com/deals.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Back here on WCMP and KBEK, the Bombers get the 1-0 victory over Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart here in this game and move on in the elimination bracket. Looking at the stats for Alex Rysdam from the circle, she faced 27 batters, allowed 5 hits, walked only 1, and struck out over 10 batters here in this game today. So a good outing there for Alex Rysdam. On the other side, though, for Chloe Schultz for Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart, she went all 6 innings for them, allowed 2 hits, only 1 run, walked 1, struck out 7, and only hit 1 as well. And so if you look at it, you look at the pitching stats, the way this one turned out, it would definitely follow suit because, man, oh man, it was close all the way through, and Braham able to get that 1 run they needed in the 5th to come out of here with the victory, 1-0. Again, a 5th inning run, which was scored by the starting pitcher, Alex Rysdam, for Braham. Again, she was being aggressive on the base paths, knowing that, hey, we need this score, and a ground ball hit, a ground ball hit there by Grace Kunke is what led to that score because they threw her out at first, but then they tried to throw Rysdam out at third, and because the throw was off the mark, it rolled to the outfield, and that's what led Alex Rysdam to scoring. So again, on the ground ball, she went to second. She did not stop at second. She rounded second going to third. So as they tried to throw her out at third, that ball rolled well away from her, and then Alex Rysdam was able to walk in to home for the score, and that would wind up being the game-winning run. So not a lot of hits here for Braham in this one. No, only 2. But it wasn't even a hit that got him on base. In fact, they walked. It was Rysdam who walked down to first in that at-bat, and then that ground out from Kunke led to Rysdam getting to third and then finally reaching home. So a big, big play there by those two. And again, Alex Rysdam just being aggressive on the base paths and realizing where the ball is, being aware, and having the wherewithal to make it to home for the game-winning run. I'm sure she didn't know it at the time, but it proves to be the game winner for Braham as they move to the win 1-0 over Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart. And they will move on to play down in Ramsey on Tuesday, and they'll play the winner of Atwater Cosmos Grove City and Mayor Lutheran over there. No update yet. That Mayor Lutheran Atwater Cosmos Grove City game actually started at 10. There's no update on the MSHSL website as of yet. In fact, they didn't even update the West Lutheran Pack Charter game. I had to look that one up on Minnesota Scores or Minnesota Softball Hub. So, but as of right now, Braham is moving on. They're going to play Mayor Lutheran and or West Lutheran. And in fact, we'll just look it up real quick. Maybe they got a score up here on MN Softball Hub as we look up Mayor Lutheran. See if we don't know who the opponent will be, and it will be Mayor Lutheran. So Braham will play against Mayor Lutheran on Tuesday down in Ramsey, Minnesota. So their first opponent will be Mayor Lutheran, who they lost by 1-2 late in the season. And then if they win that game, they will play against Packed Charter later on, again in Ramsey. And then if they win that one, then they'll get back to the championship game to play against West Lutheran at Northwestern University down in St. Paul on Thursday. So that is the way back to the championship game for Braham. That's how they can get back there. A lot of work left to do, but that is the road back to the championship game for Braham. Resilient group, and they have to win 2 more. They need 2 more. Again, they lost to Pack Charter 7-0 just on Thursday or Wednesday. No, it was Thursday, excuse me. On Thursday. But now they need to beat Mayor Lutheran. And again, looking at the season for Braham, it was a late season doubleheader in which they hosted both Mayor and West Lutheran. They lost to Mayor Lutheran 6-5 and then lost to West Lutheran 10-3. So a chance for some revenge here for Braham on Tuesday when they get to play Mayor Lutheran down in Ramsey. A chance for some revenge there. And then if they win that game, they'd have another chance for revenge as they play Packed Charter. They would if they win that game later on. And if they happen to win those 2 games, they're back in the championship game next Thursday at the University of Northwestern down in St. Paul. That is how they can get back there. But more importantly, they get the win here today over Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart 1-0. Alex Rysdam with the game-winning run as she scored off of an error over there in the 5th. So that'll do it for us here. I want to thank all of you for tuning in here today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Give me a job to do, so I appreciate that. Thanks to all the fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do. If it weren't for them, well, we wouldn't be able to come out here and call any of these games. So we appreciate all the fine sponsors for sponsoring this and, again, every other broadcast that we call. Also, want to remind you, stay tuned to the morning shows on 100.9 FM WCMP and 95.5 FM KBK on KBK with Rock and Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then on WCMP 100.9 FM with Josh Ramirez at 7:45, 8:45. That's when you can catch your local sports updates. We'll talk this game, all the other local games going on in our area, plus some regional and national sports as well. Stay tuned to our websites, WCMPradio.com, KBK.com, and our social medias, our Facebooks, and our Twitter at WCMP Radio for all things local sports as well. As we will have breaking news, game recaps, coaching interviews, coaches leaving, players signing their LOIs, broken records, all that stuff will be on our websites and our Facebook pages. Also on our websites, either WCMPradio.com or KBK.com, If you go to either one of those, go to the Sports tab, click on Broadcast Schedule. That will show you the games that we plan on broadcasting for the week ahead. So usually on Monday afternoon, that is up there and set and ready to go. You can look at it, and that will show you the games that we intend to broadcast that week. Again, that is subject to change because, well, things happen. It's life. Things get canceled. People get sick, and things just, life has a funny way of making sure that your plans don't always go according the way you want them to. So they are subject to change. But next week should be a ton of fun. We got more playoff action coming your way next week. Stay tuned for that. That, again, on our websites on the Sports tab and Broadcast Schedule. That'll be up at around Monday afternoon. But again, here in this one, Bombers beat Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart 1-0. Keep an eye on Buffalo Lake-Hector-Stewart. They're a tough team. They only lost to the number 1 seed by 1. They lost to the number 2 seeded Braham by 1. This is a young team who only had 1 senior, 2 juniors, and the rest were sophomore and freshmen. So this Mustang team is going to be a team to be reckoned with going forward the next couple of years. Bombers, however, they're not done yet either. Younger team, only, I think, 2 seniors on the squad, and they're moving forward, and will look to extend their playoff run on Tuesday when they get to play against Mayor Lutheran on Tuesday down in Ramsey. And then if they win that one, play Pack Charter later on. And if they win that one, they're back in the championship game. So maybe the road back to the championship game here for Ram starts on Tuesday. But more importantly, a 1-0 win today. For WCMP and KBEK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the weekend. And remember, be kind to everybody. You never know what someone is going through. Your kindness could make their day.